Canberra, thank you for joining us this play media session with Laura Hughes. Who would like to get started? Guys?
Is that right?
Yeah, go for it.
Hello Laura, I think your second spell in camp, is that right?
Yeah.
How are you settling in?
Yeah, so I was back in November in camp for the first time, so I really enjoyed my time there. And so it's good to be back in camp now.
Yeah, are you feeling part of the squad now?
Yeah, 100%. I felt part of the squad from the moment I came in November. The girls were really welcoming, the staff really helpful as well, so it's been good.
Because the last couple of camps, I think Rhian Wilkinson said she didn't want to. I think you had an injury, didn't you? Can you just tell us what the situation was?
Yeah, I had a knee injury back in December and just had some complications with that, so didn't want to rush back. So I got my recovery down pat and back now.
But am I right in thinking you didn't just arrive in time for the training camp? You've been in Wales a little while already?
Yeah, so I played my last game with Melbourne City of the season in South Korea, and so I thought instead of going all the way back, I've just come straight here. So got to hang out in Porthcawl with some family, which was nice.
So who's the family in Porthcawl?
So it's my grandpa, and then I've got my auntie and uncle and 2 cousins.
And what have you been doing in South Wales in your free time?
Well, as soon as I came, there was a heat wave, so I think I brought it with me. So I was just hanging out with my family down Coney Beach, so it was nice.
So you're feeling nicely acclimatised now and ready to go back on the football pitch?
Yes, definitely.
You mentioned your club. It's been a pretty good season, hasn't it? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, very good season. We finished top of the table, which was good, got the Premier's plate, and then we won the grand final as well. So, it was a very historic season for us.
Yeah, you must be full of you featured, didn't you, in the final? You must be full of confidence, feeling good? Yeah,
definitely, especially that game being so high pressure in knockout games. I think it's prepared me really well for what's coming with Wales.
What do you expect from this camp? Montenegro away first up, how do you see that game?
Yeah, for me, because I haven't been in for the last couple of camps, it's a bit unknown for me. We've obviously been preparing for them in training and different meetings and stuff, and we're looking at a really tough, aggressive side that we don't know what, sometimes they're going to throw at us, so we've got to be prepared for everything.
And the group so far, I know you haven't been involved because, as we touched on, of your injury, but 2 comprehensive wins at home for Wales. The 2 away games have been much more challenging. Are you expecting the same in this Montenegro trip?
Yeah, I think every game in any sort of qualifier is challenging, whoever you play. I watched a few of the games back home in Australia when I was injured, and everyone looked really sharp and has had some good performances and good results. So no different now. We're just chasing the results and hopefully it comes.
Yeah, and you want to set up the Czech Republic game in Cardiff next week by getting a result this weekend. Yeah,
definitely. That will also be a really challenging match. I think the game against Montenegro will be challenging and will set us up really well for a game against Czechia.
Have you thought about representing Wales at the World Cup, Laura?
I have. I watched Wales play at the Euros, and it was very inspiring to see the fans and such an occasion, being their first major tournament, and to play at a World Cup I've dreamed about since I was a kid, so it would be really cool.
And obviously you played once for Australia. I think you grew up in Australia, but you feel Welsh as well, would you say?
I feel very Welsh, yeah. I spent a lot of summers here growing up. My family would come over here, and then my Welsh family would come visit us in Australia, and I've feel really connected to where I've spent time in Porthcawl and Wales and stuff, so I do feel very Welsh.
And Rhian Wilkinson has recently signed a new contract. How do you react to that news?
Yeah, she's been fantastic since I started working with her, really welcoming, really invested in me and has given me a good opportunity, and so I'm really grateful for that, and looking forward to working with her for longer.
Thank you.
Laura, you've obviously had the game against Switzerland. Wales away against Montenegro in first up. But how good would it be to play that home match potentially against Czechia in front of a big crowd, a big home crowd potentially next week?
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen social media and from a distance the sort of crowd and fans that this team has. So it looks like a really cool occasion. Hopefully I can get as many tickets as I can because I've got some family coming. So it'd be really special, especially to play in front of my grandfather, who hasn't been able to see me play so much being in Australia. So for me to represent Wales and him to see me out there would be really special.
Just talking about your sort of switch of allegiance, having started off playing for Australia, was that a difficult decision for you to make? Was it a difficult process at the time, or was it actually something that you always wanted to do and you were very confident about doing?
Yeah, I mean, I always thought I could represent Australia. I knew I could represent Wales as well. So I've thought about both options, but, you know, Wales were willing to give me that opportunity, and, you know, to play for your country is the greatest honour. So when I got that opportunity, it was a no-brainer for me.
And what does it mean to your family to see you pull on that red jersey and go out there and play for Wales?
Yeah, it's very special. My mum, being Welsh as well, she was very proud. I think she drew a tear when I made my debut, which was nice. But yeah, to make them proud as well is really special.
And Montenegro away, and obviously we saw Wales find it quite tough going at times against Albania recently, despite a big win at home. Is that a little lesson really about how challenging it can be to go to these places when you're the favourites and put in a performance?
100%, yeah. I think these games, there's all sorts of pressures when you're the favourite, or if you're the underdog, there's always pressure with these sort of matches. So it's just about learning from each game you play and looking forward to the next one.
Thank you.
Any other questions? No? Okay, diolch yn fawr. Thanks everyone.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Cheers.